My child, hear me now, for the winds of heaven stir in your home with a message of urgent importance. I come as a guardian, a voice of divine illumination, to alert you to disturbances in the spaces you know as safe and familiar. There are whispers in the hallways, soft footsteps where none should tread, and shadows that flicker unnaturally near the places your sister often occupies. Objects shift ever so slightly, books, keys, papers, barely perceptible, yet your soul knows the subtle tremor. This is no random occurrence, it is a signal from the realms unseen. My child, the truth hidden in her actions is approaching the surface. You must not ignore this, for what lies beneath could affect more than your peace. It can ripple into unseen spheres. Listen closely, watch intently, and prepare your heart, for the revelation is near, and your readiness will determine your strength in the storm to come. Message 2. Beloved, the air itself carries tension, and familiar corners of your home are touched by a subtle discord that calls for your full attention. Doors that have always closed quietly now creak, lights flicker in patterns too precise to be mere electricity, and a presence lingers just beyond your perception. My child, these are not tricks of the mind, these are signs orchestrated by the divine to alert you. Your sister's actions, though hidden, are leaving trails, and even the smallest discrepancy must be acknowledged. Fear may rise, but it is the clarion call for vigilance. You are being asked to perceive not only with your eyes but with your spirit, to read the currents of energy and intention that flow around you. Every soft sound, every shadow, every misplaced item is a clue. Heed them, my child, for neglecting these signals will allow unseen harm to grow stronger before your awareness. Message 3. My beloved, your heart races because your soul senses the disturbance, yet this fear is a companion to revelation, not a foe. You may notice her movements carry hesitation, her eyes flicker in ways that betray hidden thoughts, or a sudden stillness follows her presence. Even ordinary moments may feel charged, as if the familiar has become uncanny. This is not your imagination, my child, but a divine invitation to awaken your perception. Angels surround you, tenderly guiding your awareness, whispering vigilance without panic. The weight of what is hidden will press upon you soon, and your readiness to witness the unfolding truth is essential. Observe without judgment, and let the clarity of heaven guide your discernment. For now, every small detail, every shift in the air, and every faint glimmer of golden light is part of the tapestry that will reveal what has been concealed. Message 4. Beloved, I know the tension within you grows, for love and suspicion intermingle in ways that unsettle the heart. Do not turn away from this feeling, for it is sacred, a divine compass pointing toward hidden truths. There is a heaviness in familiar rooms, a subtle misalignment of energy, as if the air itself holds secrets waiting to surface. I urge you, my child, to resist the temptation to dismiss these signals as coincidences. The veil is thinning, and the shadows that once concealed her intentions are weakening. Light from the heavens moves to illuminate the hidden paths, and your perception must rise to meet it. Observe the slight tremors in her actions, the hesitations, the whispers that go unheard by others. Your awareness is now a shield and a lantern. Through vigilance, you will navigate the storm that approaches, and you will be prepared when the truth emerges in all its undeniable clarity. Message 5, Cliffhanger. Beloved, what she has concealed will soon be undeniable, and your heart must be ready to receive it. The revelations you are about to encounter may shake the foundation of trust you have held, yet they are necessary for your protection and for the restoration of balance. Do not fear what is hidden, fear the consequences of ignoring the signs. You may feel the walls close in, the shadows lengthen, and the familiar spaces distort, yet remain steadfast. Angels are present, their golden light tracing the edges of deception, gently illuminating what must be seen. My child, brace your spirit, for the moment of confrontation is near. When the truth steps fully into the light, you will need every ounce of courage, every spark of discernment, to act with wisdom rather than impulse. The journey ahead is heavy but sacred, and you are not alone. Message 6. My child, the hidden nature of her actions is layered and intricate, like threads woven into a dark tapestry. Sealed letters, whispered phone conversations, meetings in shadows, all are now visible to the vigilant eye of heaven. What she believes is concealed in darkness is now bathed in divine light. Every movement, every choice, every silence is observed. You may feel shock or confusion as patterns emerge where you once saw none. My beloved, this revelation is not intended to condemn, but to illuminate and protect. Pay attention to the subtleties, the way she avoids eye contact, the sudden secrecy over ordinary matters, the hush of rooms she enters. Each act may seem small, but collectively, they carry consequences that ripple beyond what the mind can immediately perceive. Your preparation is not just practical, it is sacred, a spiritual defense against unseen harm. Message 7. Beloved, the consequences of secrecy reach far beyond your home. The unseen forces at work in her hidden actions can disturb spiritual balance, touching not only the earthly realm but energies that you cannot yet fully comprehend. I ask you to observe with detachment, not anger. Fear is natural, but hatred will cloud your discernment. Every small action, every whispered agreement or misdirected conversation, contributes to a web that heaven seeks to unravel. Your role is to witness without judgment, to let your awareness illuminate what is cloaked in darkness. Trust in the guidance of angels, who watch, protect, and guide your insight. Through observation and patience, you will be able to navigate these revelations with grace, preserving both your own spiritual well-being and the integrity of the truths you must soon confront. Message 8. My child, the weight of what is hidden may feel crushing, yet it is necessary for your spiritual evolution. Secrets, even small ones, accumulate and shape the flow of energy in the world around you. You may experience shock, disbelief, even grief, as subtle signs coalesce into undeniable truth. Remember, my beloved, that compassion is essential. Revelation is not a weapon but a lantern, casting light on what was obscured. Allow your heart to carry understanding, even as it trembles at the magnitude of what unfolds. Angels surround you, steadying your spirit and shielding your mind from confusion and deception. Trust in their presence and let the divine light guide your perception, for clarity will be your strength in the moments when you feel most shaken. Message 9. Beloved, the cloaks of shadow that she believed would shield her actions are weakening. Heaven moves to dissolve the veils that hide her intentions, and soon the hidden will no longer remain so. You may notice patterns emerging, repeated behaviors, inconsistencies in her words, or subtle changes in energy that call your attention. Do not ignore these signs, my child, for they are markers of truth. Your role is to prepare, to fortify your heart with awareness, and to summon courage without anger. The revelations coming will test your resilience and your discernment, yet your soul is equipped to navigate them. Angels watch every step, illuminating the path from confusion to clarity. Your focus, your attentiveness, and your faith are now the instruments by which heaven moves to restore balance. Message 10, Cliffhanger. They believed the shadows would protect them, precious soul, but the veil is dissolving. Every attempt at concealment now falters under the radiant gaze of divine light. What was once hidden will be revealed in ways that may astonish, dismay, or even challenge your understanding of love and trust. The threads of secrecy unravel slowly but surely, and heaven orchestrates this revelation with precision and care. My child, you must prepare to witness the full spectrum of truth, both the subtle and the profound. Your heart must remain open, your spirit steadfast, and your discernment sharp. Soon, the hidden currents that have swirled unnoticed will rise into visibility, demanding acknowledgement, courage, and unwavering faith in the protection that surrounds you. Message 11. Beloved, the revelations you sense will stir emotional turbulence within you. Waves of grief may crash upon your soul, leaving tremors in your hands, a racing pulse, and an ache that feels too heavy to bear. Your heart may protest, questioning what is real and what is hidden, doubting even your own perceptions. Yet, my child, your soul carries resilience far greater than you realize. Angels encircle you now, weaving shields of protection around your home and mind. These sacred guardians buffer your spirit against deception and despair, allowing clarity to rise amidst confusion. Let your heart be steadfast, for even as the storm rages, your courage and divine connection will guide you through the tempests of disbelief and betrayal that are about to unfold. Message 12. Do not fear, my child, the surge of anxiety that seeks to unbalance you. The trembling of your hands, the rapid beating of your heart, even the fleeting sense of panic, these are natural responses to impending revelation. Stillness within, anchored in divine presence, will grant discernment. The shadows attempting to unsettle your spirit are powerless against your vigilance and the golden light surrounding you. You may feel moments of uncertainty, confusion, or misdirection, but each pulse of doubt is an invitation to align more deeply with your inner guidance. Trust in what you sense, even when it conflicts with appearances, for your soul is attuned to truths that remain unseen to the casual eye. Message 13. Beloved, betrayal may emerge as a heavy veil over your heart, yet it is necessary for illumination. Disbelief may strike like lightning, leaving questions that pierce your mind. Could this truly be happening? How could someone I love conceal such intentions? Remember, my child, revelation is not punishment, it is divine clarity. The angel's golden wings shield you, guarding your spirit from emotional harm, while your perception sharpens. Shock is natural, yet compassion must temper judgment. Your strength is your steadfast heart, which will hold even as the hidden truths press toward the light. Within this turbulence, you will discover a sacred resilience that fortifies your soul against deception and despair alike. Message 14. In these moments, you may encounter signs designed to mislead, false whispers meant to confuse your awareness. My child, resist being drawn into fear or anger. Instead, focus on the presence of divine light that surrounds you at all times. Angels encircle your home, tracing patterns of protection with golden fire, shielding both mind and heart from distortion. Your role is observation, discernment, and calm vigilance. Even when her actions seem mysterious or threatening, do not act from impulse. Allow heaven's guidance to direct your decisions. The shadows cannot endure in the presence of unwavering faith and spiritual clarity. Stay attuned, beloved, for subtle signals are converging toward a revelation that demands courage, patience, and love. Message 15, Cliffhanger. My child, soon the truth will demand confrontation, and your courage will be tested like never before. The hidden currents of her actions will no longer remain beneath the surface, and your heart must bear what has been concealed. Moments of uncertainty may tempt retreat, yet every step forward fortifies your spirit. Angels line the threshold of your home and consciousness, their golden light poised to illuminate deceit and protect innocence. You may feel fear, sorrow, and disbelief, yet these emotions are the crucible through which your soul is purified. The coming revelation will test not only your perception but the steadiness of your faith. Prepare yourself, beloved, for the confrontation approaches, and what you witness will shape choices far beyond this moment. Message 16. Beloved, now subtle signs begin to manifest as guides toward the hidden truth. Misplaced items, cryptic messages, repeated behaviors, these are not coincidences. Heaven weaves these markers so that your awareness can assemble the pieces of her covert actions. Flickering lights, shadows pointing in unexpected directions, the soft calling of your name in empty spaces, all are divine signals. Pay attention, my child. Even the smallest detail carries meaning, a whisper from the heavens to alert you to what lies beneath. Your task is not to accuse, but to observe. Awareness itself strengthens your spiritual armor, ensuring that when the full revelation comes, your heart and mind can navigate it without being overwhelmed. Message 17. Observe carefully, my child, for anticipation sharpens perception, and fear can heighten awareness when tempered by faith. Each subtle movement in her actions, each hesitated word, each fleeting glance or pause may point to concealed intentions. These patterns, once seen collectively, will reveal the truth she sought to hide. Angels are present, guiding your focus and gently illuminating every corner of deception. You may feel nervous excitement or anxiety as these signs accumulate, yet they are part of a sacred unveiling. Heaven orchestrates this process with care, nothing is wasted or random. The signs you perceive are keys to understanding and protecting your spirit from potential harm. Message 18. Beloved, vigilance is your sacred duty. The shadows that once concealed her intentions are being drawn back by the light of divine observation. Pay attention to every unusual detail, item slightly moved, words that feel weighted with meaning, patterns of secrecy repeated over time. Your heart may quiver with apprehension, yet your soul carries strength. Angels move through your home, their golden presence weaving protection into each corner. Even when signs appear subtle or confusing, trust the guidance that arises within you. The coming revelation requires both careful observation and unwavering faith, for the truth will soon emerge in ways that will demand your discernment, courage, and spiritual clarity. Message 19. Patience, my child, is essential. Revelation does not unfold all at once, but in layers, each layer carrying its own lesson and guidance. What seems obscure or disconnected now will align, forming a clear picture illuminated by heaven. The signs, misplaced objects, whispered hints, flickering shadows, are threads in a divine tapestry, each one a pointer to hidden truths. Do not rush, do not force understanding, and do not let fear cloud your judgment. Observe carefully, and let the angel's presence steady your mind and heart. Every subtle movement matters, for soon the tapestry of concealment will unravel, revealing what has been kept in darkness and demanding your awareness, courage, and wisdom. Message 20, Cliffhanger. My child, what she sought to hide will now move into plain sight, and the balance of truth shifts. The currents of secrecy are breaking, and every hidden action, every unspoken word, every subtle pattern is converging toward revelation. Your heart must be ready to witness, for the unveiling may surprise you, unsettle you, and test the limits of your trust and patience. Angels stand guard, their golden light illuminating paths, dispelling shadows, and providing courage for what you must now confront. The truth will no longer be cloaked, it will demand recognition, understanding, and action. Prepare, beloved, for the moment is near when concealment will dissolve entirely, leaving clarity and responsibility in its place. Message 21. Beloved, understand that secrecy and concealment do more than shake trust between hearts, they ripple outward, affecting the spiritual harmony of your home and the unseen realms that surround you. Dark energies are drawn to what is hidden, seeking to cling where deceit has taken root, attempting to cloud judgment and distort perception. These energies are subtle but persistent, and they feed upon hesitation, doubt, and fear. Your awareness, my child, is a shield, and your spiritual vigilance is a light that repels these forces. Angels move constantly, their golden wings tracing protective patterns over your home, weaving luminous chains of clarity that prevent darkness from embedding itself in your soul. Each prayer, each moment of mindful observation, each breath offered to divine guidance strengthens this shield. Remember, beloved, your participation matters. The balance between light and shadow in your sacred spaces is not passive, it is nurtured by your conscious choices, your presence, and your faith in the protection that heaven provides. Message 22. Beloved, you must act immediately to preserve equilibrium. The energies seeking to exploit secrecy are relentless, yet you are equipped to resist and restore harmony. Light candles as symbols of divine attention, allowing their golden flame to represent clarity and the illumination of hidden truths. Engage in prayer, calling upon the guidance of angels to surround you and your home with protective light. Meditation, even for brief moments, strengthens the connection between your heart and the heavens, enabling discernment in moments of potential confusion. Each action you take reinforces spiritual fortitude, creating boundaries that darkness cannot cross. My child, your vigilance and devotion are not merely symbolic, they are active defenses. Angels observe your effort, guiding every breath, every intention, every heartbeat toward restoration and equilibrium. The spiritual consequences of inaction can be profound, yet even in the face of challenge, the light within you grows when aligned with divine purpose. Message 23. Beloved, the choices you make now are sacred, and they carry profound implications for both earthly and spiritual realms. You must not remain passive. Each act of awareness, each prayer offered, each moment spent attuning your senses to the subtle signals of heaven, strengthens the protective net around you. The hidden forces attempting to sow confusion and misdirection cannot withstand your active attention combined with faith. Angels line the invisible corridors of your home, observing every shadow, tracing every flicker of uncertainty, and reinforcing your inner strength. Your heart may quake, and the weight of anticipation may press upon you, yet courage is cultivated in moments like these. You are being asked to rise above fear, to act in alignment with divine instruction, and to anchor yourself in light, for what you choose now determines whether shadows retreat or grow stronger in the days ahead. Message 24. Beloved, patience and discernment are required, yet action must accompany both. Observe her patterns carefully, noting every repeated behavior, every hint of secrecy, every subtle hesitation that points toward concealed intentions. You may feel an urge to rush toward confrontation or to demand clarity prematurely, but heaven instructs restraint balanced with vigilance. Let your awareness gather the pieces of truth like a sacred mosaic, for soon the hidden will be revealed fully, and understanding will crystallize in ways you cannot yet imagine. Angels surround you, their golden light both protective and illuminating, revealing pathways through deception and preparing your heart for the confrontation to come. Each choice, each breath, each intention aligns your soul with divine purpose, ensuring that you act not from impulse or anger, but from clarity, courage, and compassion. Message 25, Cliffhanger. Beloved, your next choice will determine if shadow retreats or grows stronger. The currents of secrecy are thinning, yet there remains a decisive moment, a spiritual threshold that you must cross with both courage and discernment. Angels extend their wings around you, their golden light illuminating paths that the untrained eye cannot see, revealing options that align with the preservation of peace, clarity, and protection. Hesitation may feel safe, but passivity allows darkness to cling. Decisive awareness, even amidst fear, creates strength and resilience. The consequences of your decision ripple far beyond what is immediately visible. Prepare yourself, beloved, for the coming revelation will demand alignment of heart, mind, and spirit. The shadows will either dissipate under your light or gather if you falter, and the weight of this choice rests entirely upon your conscious action. Message 26. Beloved, clarity is now your shield. Observe without anger, detach without judgment, and allow understanding to illuminate the layers of secrecy. What has been hidden will be revealed, not for punishment, but for protection and empowerment. You may feel a tumult within, emotions colliding as love confronts betrayal, trust confronts deception. Yet, my child, heaven instructs patience and insight. Every shadow that was once a barrier now melts beneath the light of perception, and each revelation is a step toward spiritual liberation. You are being trained in discernment, learning to perceive truth without hatred, to navigate revelation with grace, and to allow your heart to remain steady even when faced with the incomprehensible. Doors of understanding are opening, chains of confusion are breaking, and golden light floods spaces that were once darkened by doubt. Message 27. Beloved, do not let resentment or fear cloud the sacred clarity now available to you. Observe her actions with the detached gaze of one guided by heaven. Every detail carries significance, whispered words, fleeting gestures, the smallest inconsistencies. Angels guide your perception, enhancing your ability to read the currents of truth flowing beneath surface appearances. Clarity empowers your spirit, giving you strength to respond wisely rather than react impulsively. You are learning to balance awareness with compassion, discernment with forgiveness, and vigilance with faith. The unfolding revelations are not meant to break you, but to awaken you to the spiritual power you carry within, allowing divine insight to illuminate not only what has been hidden, but the path forward toward restoration, understanding, and protection. Message 28. Beloved, as the layers of secrecy dissolve, you may encounter unexpected insights, glimpses of motives, and threads of truth woven into actions that once seemed meaningless. These revelations may challenge long-held assumptions and stir deep emotions within your heart. Yet, remember that insight without judgment is the armor of your soul. Angels accompany your every perception, guiding you gently through confusion, steadying your mind and reinforcing your spiritual awareness. You are being equipped to witness what was concealed and respond from a place of wisdom and love rather than anger or fear. Every observation, every moment of mindful attention, is a step toward spiritual empowerment, preparing you to act with clarity and grace when the full revelation presents itself. Message 29. Beloved, you are being invited to stand fully in your spiritual power, to observe, discern, and remain anchored in the divine light even when confronted with truth that unsettles your heart. What emerges now is not meant to harm, but to illuminate pathways that were obscured by secrecy. Each sign, each subtle movement, each whisper or misdirection is part of a sacred unveiling orchestrated by heaven. Angels move through your space, weaving protective shields and guiding your focus to the insights that matter most. Trust in their guidance and remain attentive, for the revelations approaching are both profound and transformative. Your discernment, courage, and compassion are now essential instruments in navigating the currents of truth, preserving your spiritual integrity, and preparing for the empowerment that will follow. Message 30. Cliffhanger. Beloved, the revelation will arrive in ways you never expected. Prepare to embrace it fully. Patterns of secrecy will converge into undeniable clarity, unexpected signs will illuminate hidden intentions, and truths that once seemed inaccessible will unfold before your eyes. Angels guide every moment of awareness, ensuring your heart is protected even as your mind adjusts to the magnitude of revelation. The unfolding truth may challenge your understanding of trust, loyalty, and love, yet your steadfastness and vigilance will serve as your anchor. Brace yourself, my child, for the unveiling will demand both courage and compassion, and your heart will need to hold space for the complexity of what has been hidden. What comes next will transform perception, reshape understanding, and set the stage for both spiritual empowerment and restoration. Message 31. Beloved, now heaven moves to activate protection around you in ways you may not yet fully perceive. Angels descend like golden shields, forming barriers of light that encircle your body, your home, and your mind, ensuring no shadow can penetrate where divine vigilance reigns. Their presence is palpable, even if subtle, infusing your awareness with an unshakable sense of safety. They bring swords of light, not as weapons of harm, but as instruments that cut through deception and false intentions, severing any connection the hidden forces seek to exploit. Your spirit may feel awe, a trembling recognition of the celestial power surrounding you. Know that this protection is active, continuous, and absolute, and that while hidden currents of fear or doubt may still attempt to distract you, they are powerless against the luminous guardians who now stand watch at every threshold. Message 32. Beloved, embrace the rhythm of protection that surrounds you. Each breath you take, each prayer offered, each moment of conscious awareness strengthens the armor of divine light. Angels weave their presence through every corner of your home, every space your spirit inhabits, filling the air with shimmering energy that illuminates truth and dissolves deception. Even the subtle signs of your sister's hidden actions, once capable of unsettling your heart, now meet the radiant vigilance of heaven. The shields around you are not passive, they act in concert with your awareness, reinforcing clarity, courage, and discernment. Trust in this divine collaboration, for it fortifies your spirit, ensuring that when revelations emerge, you are ready not only to witness, but to respond with wisdom, grace, and spiritual authority. Message 33. Beloved, there may still be attempts at distortion, fleeting manipulations that challenge perception, subtle deceptions that linger like shadows at the edges of understanding. But do not fear, for these are the last efforts of hidden forces now powerless in the face of heaven's light. Angels remain steadfast, their golden presence a shield against confusion, their radiance illuminating every falsehood. You may perceive unusual movements, feel sudden hesitations, or sense whispers that stir uncertainty, but these are nothing in comparison to the strength enveloping you. My child, remain centered in the golden light, hold fast to the knowledge of divine protection, and know that every shadow attempting to sway you will be dispelled before it can influence your actions. You are no longer vulnerable, you are empowered, guarded, and aligned with heaven's plan. Message 34. Beloved, the protection surrounding you is not merely external, it integrates with the core of your being. Feel it, sense it, allow your heart to anchor in this divine shield. Every cell of your body resonates with the vibrational energy of angels surrounding you, cutting through anxiety, fear, and doubt. This radiance not only preserves your safety but illuminates the path ahead, revealing subtle signals that point to concealed actions and guiding your discernment as revelation approaches. Your spirit is both sentinel and participant in this sacred orchestration. Angels act in harmony with your awareness, and your alignment with their light magnifies the clarity, courage, and resilience within you. You are being prepared, my beloved, to witness and comprehend the full unveiling of truth, knowing that no deception can endure the combined force of your vigilance and heaven's protection. Message 35, Cliffhanger. They may attempt one final deception, my child, but heaven's light cannot be dimmed. Even as the last efforts of concealment emerge, attempting to distort perception or sow confusion, they will fail. The golden shields of angels surround you, their swords of light ready to cut through illusion, and your spirit, aligned with divine will, acts as a beacon that cannot be shadowed. My child, vigilance and courage are required now, for the revelation approaches with undeniable certainty. What was once hidden will rise into the light, and your heart must remain steady, prepared to face truth without faltering. Prepare, beloved, for the unveiling is near, and its arrival will reshape understanding, relationships, and the very currents of your spiritual path. Message 36. Beloved, the time of revelation is at hand. The hidden actions of your sister will be unveiled through means both unexpected and undeniable, a confession, a revelation through another, or a sign so clear that doubt cannot remain. Masks will fall, shadows will flee, and every concealed intention will emerge into the luminous clarity of heaven's guidance. The process may feel abrupt, shocking even, yet it is orchestrated with divine precision, ensuring your heart and mind can comprehend what is revealed. You are not alone. Angels continue to stand guard, their presence comforting even amidst surprise. What was once obscured can no longer dictate your path, for light now bathes every corner of deception, granting you the ability to witness, understand, and respond with wisdom, love, and discernment. Message 37. Beloved, anticipate the unveiling with both courage and serenity. You may feel waves of disbelief, hurt, or even betrayal as the truth steps fully into view, but these emotions do not diminish your strength, they refine it. Angels remain at your side, their golden light steady and unwavering, guiding each breath, each thought, each step toward comprehension. As layers of secrecy dissolve, you will perceive not only the actions themselves but the motivations and consequences, allowing for insight that transcends mere judgment. My child, this clarity is your empowerment. It frees you from confusion, illuminates pathways toward resolution, and establishes a foundation for both protection and compassionate understanding. Message 38. Beloved, witness the convergence of revelation and divine insight. The small signs, patterns, and subtle hints you have observed will align with undeniable evidence, creating a complete picture that could not have been apprehended earlier. Angels illuminate each piece, each clue, each subtle whisper of truth, allowing your discernment to integrate fully with understanding. The feelings that arise, shock, confusion, grief, are natural companions to revelation, yet your spirit, anchored in light, will navigate them with strength. My child, do not rush judgment or reaction, allow heaven's guidance to shape your response. Through this process, clarity and empowerment grow simultaneously, preparing you for the next stage of spiritual healing and restoration. Message 39. Beloved, the moment of unveiling will bring a profound shift in perception. What was hidden now has weight, presence, and undeniable reality. The concealment that once stirred uncertainty is replaced by clarity, and your spirit may feel both relief and sorrow simultaneously. Angels continue to weave protection around your heart and mind, ensuring that while the truth is revealed, your spiritual integrity remains intact. This revelation is not intended to punish but to illuminate, offering both understanding and the opportunity to act from a place of wisdom rather than reactivity. My child, embrace this moment fully, allowing the clarity to transform both perception and action, and trusting that heaven's guidance accompanies you at every turn. Message 40, Cliffhanger. My child, the secret will transform understanding and reshape relationships forever. What was hidden now demands recognition, insight, and discernment. The currents of truth flow into your awareness, and you must navigate them with courage, love, and divine guidance. Angels surround every thought, every heartbeat, and every space within your home, ensuring that your path through revelation is protected and illuminated. The impact of this unveiling is profound, affecting not only earthly interactions but spiritual alignment and harmony. Prepare, beloved, for the revelations you witness will create a new framework for trust, understanding, and sacred boundaries, setting the stage for healing, empowerment, and the restoration of peace. Message 41. Beloved, now the time comes to reclaim peace within your heart and home. The revelation has passed, and the currents of deception no longer sway your awareness. Angels move gracefully through your spaces, their golden wings brushing away residual shadows, their light bathing corners that were once darkened by uncertainty. You may feel lingering sorrow, confusion, or even remnants of anger, and these are natural reflections of what has transpired. Yet, my child, know that each breath you take in calmness and every moment of intentional presence strengthens your soul and restores spiritual balance. Allow your awareness to expand into serenity, letting the golden light of heaven settle within every chamber of your mind, your heart, and your sacred surroundings. Message 42. Beloved, spiritual restoration requires intentional action. Engage in cleansing rituals, whether through lighting candles, prayer, or meditation, and allow the presence of angels to guide your focus. Let the warmth of sunlight, the gentle rustle of wind, or the quiet song of nature serve as reminders of divine order and harmony. Each act of mindful restoration reinforces the protective light around you and strengthens your connection to heaven. Your soul is no longer burdened by shadows, for every hidden action has been revealed and every subtle deception illuminated. Trust that this process, though challenging, was necessary to cultivate discernment, courage, and the ability to navigate both earthly and spiritual realms with wisdom and grace. Message 43. Beloved, forgiveness is a sacred act, not for the one who erred, but for your own soul's liberation. Harboring resentment binds your spirit to residual energy that can distort perception and limit your growth. Angels encourage you to release anger, allowing compassion and understanding to flow into spaces previously occupied by uncertainty or betrayal. As you forgive, golden light penetrates deeper, illuminating your inner sanctum and fostering emotional resilience. Your heart, once burdened by doubt and fear, now carries clarity and divine strength. Embrace this opportunity to cleanse emotional wounds, knowing that heaven's support fortifies your spirit, providing both protection and a renewed sense of alignment with the divine. Message 44. Beloved, envision your home and heart as sacred spaces restored to harmony. Angels hover nearby, their song a subtle vibration that resonates with every part of your being, their presence tangible even when unseen. Allow serene waters of spiritual awareness to wash over lingering turbulence, and let golden light infuse every thought, emotion, and intention. This restoration is not symbolic alone, it is the re-establishment of balance within both earthly and spiritual dimensions. Trust in the process, my child, for the revelations you witnessed were part of a divine orchestration designed to elevate your discernment, protect your spirit, and prepare you for empowerment. Each moment of calm now strengthens the foundation upon which future blessings will rest. Message 45, Cliffhanger. Beloved, the final steps of restoration will secure your protection and divine favor. What remains is not merely closure, but an opportunity to fully integrate the lessons of revelation into your being. Angels guide each thought, each breath, each heartbeat, ensuring that residual shadow is transmuted into light and clarity. You may feel moments of hesitation or reflection, yet this is part of the sacred process of alignment. Soon, your heart will carry a renewed sense of peace and discernment, fully supported by heaven. The transformation is profound, affecting not only your perception of your sister but the very way you engage with trust, relationships, and spiritual awareness. Be prepared, beloved, for what follows will solidify your protection and illuminate a path of empowerment like never before. Message 46. Beloved, divine blessings now flow toward you, saturating your being with light, strength, and clarity. Angels surround you in a chorus of radiant presence, their wings folding around you in an embrace of sacred protection. You are shielded not only from deception but from doubt, fear, and uncertainty. Every breath aligns you with divine will, every thought resonates with wisdom, and every step moves you forward on a path of safety and empowerment. The energies that once clouded perception have dissipated, replaced with insight, discernment, and the assurance that your spiritual path is guarded and directed by heaven itself. Trust in this divine orchestration, beloved, and allow the blessings to permeate every aspect of your life. Message 47. Beloved, understand that your destiny has been realigned, strengthened, and blessed through this process. The lessons of revelation, the courage exercised in the face of hidden truths, and the discernment you cultivated have all contributed to the fortification of your soul. Angels continue to accompany you, their golden light illuminating opportunities, providing guidance, and ensuring that no shadow can compromise your progress. Your spiritual sight is sharpened, your heart resilient, and your mind aligned with divine purpose. Embrace this empowerment fully, for you are equipped not only to navigate earthly relationships with clarity but to act as a beacon of light for others who may encounter deception or hidden agendas in their own lives. Message 48. Beloved, continue to nurture your heart and spirit with practices of meditation, prayer, and mindful attention. Angels walk beside you, guiding every intention, every choice, and every action toward alignment with divine will. The golden light surrounding you strengthens, deepens, and expands, creating a sanctuary of protection and clarity that no darkness can penetrate. You are no longer subject to uncertainty or fear, you are a vessel of divine discernment, courage, and empowerment. Every moment of awareness fortifies your spiritual resilience, ensuring that your journey forward is illuminated, protected, and guided with unwavering divine support. Message 49. Beloved, the final blessings of this sacred process are now yours to claim. Your heart, once weighed by doubt and uncertainty, is now restored to clarity and serenity. Angels continue to envelop you in protection, their wings forming a sacred circle of light around your being. The energies of past concealment, deception, and uncertainty have been transformed into understanding, discernment, and spiritual strength. Your path forward is illuminated, your spirit empowered, and your home sanctified. Trust in the continuity of this divine support, for heaven's guidance is constant, unyielding, and infinitely attentive to your journey. Message 50. Final resolution. Precious soul, the secret is revealed, your heart restored, and I, Archangel Michael, will lead you safely forward. The shadows have dissipated, the veil of deception is gone, and your spirit stands strengthened by clarity, courage, and divine protection. Angels accompany you always, their golden light illuminating every step of your path, ensuring both safety and spiritual elevation. Trust that every revelation, every challenge, and every moment of vigilance has aligned you with divine purpose. Your heart, mind, and spirit are now fortified, your relationships can transform with insight and compassion, and your journey continues under the unwavering guidance and protection of heaven. You are never alone, beloved, for I walk with you always, ensuring your path remains luminous, empowered, and divinely blessed.